I had a 3-year vision, a minimum 3-year vision. So, and my 3-year vision was literally to make 10,000 in 1 month. And I do all the work I did, all the referring I did. This is why it kind of came easy to me to do all this technical work, because I knew that it was a 3-year plan. Even if I had a bunch of signups in like my first month, 2 months, 3 months, and I got a lot of activity, the long-term vision never went away. Even as I'm getting a whole bunch of signups and I'm getting people buying products, I'm getting people growing their teams, you know, I was just looking at, okay, I just need to support this. I need to support my network expanding virally. As I'm doing these little things, I always had a 3-year goal. And the amazing thing is that right before CBD, I remember this clearly, right before CBD, the CBD announcement, I had no idea. And before the company announced CBD, also, I had no idea what CBD was or what it did. I knew what it was, but I never knew its role in the marketplace and that it's an expanding market, its effect on wellness. I had no idea the depth of it. And CBD was announced, what, November 15th, I think? November 16th it was announced. So the week before, or a few days before, I remember saying a prayer. And I said, thank you. I said, thank you, God, for this. You know, I'm looking at my computer. I'm like, thank you, God, for this wonderful thing you put into my life. You know, I have, I have this wonderful job working on the computer from home. Yes, it's my business. You know, I was just grateful because I had an opportunity to stay home and do some keystrokes and collect hundreds of dollars every week. I was very grateful for that. So, and then I was grateful for my part-time job in fitness, which allowed me to keep exercise at the forefront of my mind, allowing me to stick to an exercise regimen. By making that commitment, it took me 5 weeks to get 100 free referrals. And by my 100th referral, I had collected almost $300 in commissions. And that was awesome. I was like, yes. You know, so then I truly made it a free business. I placed my first product order, and that was Super 7, my 2nd month in CTFO, with the commissions that I earned promoting the free business. Now, the process of promoting the business, so I would get this is how it happens. Someone would join CTFO. They would call me and say, hey, Jose, I like this company. I like what I see. I went ahead and joined your team. Now, what product should I buy? And I tell them, no, I don't want you to buy any product. And they look at me like, what? You don't want me to buy a product? But don't you make money if I buy a product? Yes, I would make money. However, I didn't buy a product. So now, there would be no integrity in me asking you to buy a product because I didn't buy one. However, I made a commitment to refer 100 people as fast as I can to my website, you know, to CTFO. So because I made that commitment, I'm asking you to make the same commitment. And then they're like, oh, okay, cool. So then they go off, start promoting their links, and next thing you know, I get that email that an order was processed in your account. And I told them not to make a product purchase. It was awesome. Then, of course, after I bought Super 7, it was over. I fell in love with Super 7. Then my whole business became, you know, sharing Super 7. So what I recommend is, so for instance, always lead by example and do what you want your referrals to do. That's what's going to grow your business. You know, if you don't buy a product and you try to tell a referral to buy a product with you not having bought it, and see how it feels to try to convince someone to make a purchase. Now, then go buy a product, and after you have a product, after you have the CBD oil or Super 7, then talk to a referral and ask them to buy a product. I promise you, it's going to sound so much better when you say something you have done. So what do I want you guys to do? What do I want all my referrals to do, aside from making money? I want you guys to use CTFO products and bring out your best physique. How can I do that? How can I inspire you to do that? I will use CTFO products and bring out my best physique and then show it to you guys.
Okay, the winner of our men's master overall goes to contestant number 24, Jose Garriga Jr.
That's it. So all I'm doing, guys, is I'm doing what I want you guys to do. Now I've referred 1,000 people into CTFO. I want you guys to refer 1,000 people into your CTFO business. So if you can make those 3 commitments, 3-year long-term vision, refer 1,000 people in those 3 years, and you will get to your 5-figure monthly income. I know my vision works for building a team. I know it through the core of my bones that what I do works. I'm one of those people where when I train you guys, when I train my team, you guys are gold. So all the automation, all the stuff, all the traffic and all the bots and all that stuff, robots, all that automated crap, yeah, go ahead and have it for your leads. As soon as someone joins CTFO, I cut all that out. You know, that stops. All the automation stops. As soon as they join CTFO, I want to protect my referral. So whenever they hear from me again, it's my one-off welcome email, and then I'll put them in my list, but I don't put them in an autoresponder, not a CTFO referral. Whenever you want to communicate with them, you just send out a one-off email to your CTFO referrals. Set that first goal. The very first goal is going to be 100 personal referrals. That's the first goal I recommend, is 100 personal referrals. And once you reach that goal, you know, you assess what you did to get there, and you look at whatever advertising method you did, methods, and just keep moving forward, the ones that were more efficient. You know, advertising is a little fickle, so what works one month won't work the next month, but then it might work the month after. So it's really weird. That's why being on a little pattern of just getting traffic consistently, I just measure mine by signups. As long as I'm getting signups every single day in the CTFO, I know that I'm winning. I know that my network is growing. I know I'm getting new customers. And it's going to build up the income in the future. And that's exactly what's happening. So 100. Once you get there, you're going to have to set other goals. So I went from 100 to 1,000 as far as goals. I just remember thinking, I just want to get to 1,000. And it took me literally, wow, it took 5 weeks to get to 100. And I got to 1,000 in 25 months. If you just started, I recommend following up with a phone call as well until you get in a regular pattern of getting signups. See, you earn the privilege to not call people on the phone. My first 250 people or so, I called on the phone. It was after that because I just remember they were just piling up. They were piling up every day. And then it was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go with email because I had so many signups. Now, if you're someone who's getting, let's say you get 5 signups, 6 signups in a month, you know, then next month you might get 3 or so. No, you cannot leave email to that. That's not enough forward growth, forward, you know, expanding your network forward fast to warrant just an email. That requires a phone call. If you're getting less than 5 people a week, I would say less than 5 a week. If you get more than 5 a week, see, everyone misconstrues everything. So I want to make sure I touch on this. If you're just, you know, couple of signups, no signups, couple of signups, no signups, no signups, no signups, no signups, one sign up, no signups, three signups. You know, if those are your days, you haven't earned the privilege to just follow up with email. And see, and it's not my privilege, guys. I don't care what you do with your business, in the sense that it's totally up to you, because I have no control over your business. When I do my business, I definitely am very hard on myself. I just have to, I don't know, man. It's weird. I see it as a billion-dollar corporation, my business, my CTFO business, and I feel like it's inside myself. I feel like it's my responsibility to take CTFO to a billion-dollar brand. So I'm going to do what I can to operate with integrity, grow my team to the best of my ability, being the absolute best sponsor I can be to them, not by catering to their whims, but by calling out their excuses and being an example of leadership. So you guys know that if you're wimpy with me, I will call you out on it. If you just have excuses when you're talking and they're too wimpy, you know, I'm not gonna try to chew your head off or anything like that. It's just if I hear a little weak comment, I'm gonna call you out on it, because here no one else is gonna do it, and clearly you're not doing it to yourself. I call myself out. Stupid. My gosh, thank you guys for listening, man. I'm just, oh man, everything is awesome. Everything is terrific. Everything is flowing. Everything is... We're business owners. We have to solve problems. So if there's something you don't know, research that skill and what it's going to take, and then train yourself in that skill so you can apply it to your business. You have to sit there when you do something and think of something and you find a solution, figure out how to implement it. Use Google. Make Google your best friend. So I'm just posing these little questions like this because that's how it is. You just think, if you think of something, for example, gosh, I don't know how to post in Facebook. I don't know. How do I post in Facebook? That's all it is. I want to get traffic. I want to get visitors to my website. Go to Google. How do I get visitors to my website? See, the thing is, there's no shortcut to the trial and error. This is why I want to instill in you the long-term vision. Yes, you can get your quick answer by doing a quick search on Google to find out what you, what you need to do or how to do it. But that's just getting you the information. Now, once you have the information, begins the trial and error. Make a commitment for the long term. That's number one, is your commitment. By making the commitment, you start to see, when you start to refer people, you start to, as long as you're really analyzing what you're doing and what's going on, and you take an intelligent approach, not a wimpy or whiny or, gosh, I just don't get this, and stressed out approach like that. I get stressed out, but I figure things out. I don't just let the stress stop me from taking action. So we're business owners. As business owners, we have to fix problems that arise within our business. That's with any business. Any business you have, brick and mortar, the owners of Walmart, the board of execs of Walmart, they hear a problem, they have to go fix it. And to your local little gas station, the mechanic, if something happens with your cashier, doesn't show up, guess who has to stand at the cashier and fix cars at the same time? He has to fix that problem. So it's the same thing here. So what's one problem? How do I refer people to CTFO? Okay, after I pay all my bills, I have $625 left. Out of that $625, I can put $400 into my CTFO business, and I should be able to do this at least for the next 90 days to 6 months. Okay, so now you know you have a budget. So now you start to put out little ads. Okay, so you start to put out your little budget, you know, $50 or $100 a week in ads. Now you start to get signups coming in. Some ads work, some didn't. You still have some others that you're going to put in. You used up your 100. Weekend comes, you start to process all those signups, send out the welcome emails. Then you set up the other ads. As you set up those ads for that week, and then those start being delivered, you're on that pattern. And the next thing you know, you're as you keep putting out ads, you'll have 4 or 5 ads that are going to come out, 4 or 5 ads that were delivered. And now as you're on this little cycle of placing the ads, getting the signups, placing the ads, getting the signups, and you're doing this consistently, day in and day out, back and forth, signups, place ads, signups, place ads. Now, because you're doing it systematically, consistently over time, and you know you're getting 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 signups every day from this activity consistently, you have earned the privilege to get away with just email follow-up. I want you to maximize it and do it as easily as possible, as cheaply as possible, and get results. So if you don't have any money, you have to pick up the phone. You got to make up where you're lacking. If you're lacking in funds, then make that up somehow. That's a problem. Isn't that a problem in your business? I can't afford online marketing of my sites because I don't have the money. That's a problem. How do I fix that? Well, I'm a business owner. I got to get the money. How do I get the money? Go get a job. Go work offline to support your online presence. I did this, guys. I didn't have a job when I joined CTFO. I was 57 pounds heavier. I had not worked or worked out in 4+ years at the time. So I just knew I had to, okay, well, I'm not going to make this. I'm not going to be able to put my websites together, do online testing and promoting because I don't have the money. I better go get a job. So I got a full-time job to support my online presence. That first year I took a job in cemetery maintenance, and I had so much fun with it. I thrived at that job, you know, in humid 95-degree DC heat, and I'm outside there digging big holes, and they put the coffin in, and then I fill it up with dirt and throw the flowers on it. And it was crazy. It was a crazy job, but I reveled in it. You know, I had so much fun because here's what I was doing. By day, I'm a hole digger by day, just digging holes, working hard, you know, and outdoing the guys that were out there with me that were literally 20 years younger than me, and I'm outdoing all of them. And then, so I'm a hole digger by day, and I'm a secret millionaire online marketer by night. And it was awesome. You know, I love living that little paradox because I was so crazily engaged mentally into all this online stuff in the evenings and on weekends. And then during the day, I would go and do this job that's complete opposite. Totally unplugged from the computer, no cell phone, nothing. I'm just out there with my hands and dirt and tools, power tools, and big freaking diesel machines, and just, it was awesome. I loved it. You know, but did I want to do it forever? No. Was I the happiest hole digger in the world? Yes. Oh my God, I lost number 3. Number 3.